All right, let me just share my screen so we can get started with this topic about Facebook monetization. So yeah, again, thank you so much everyone for joining. It really means a lot that you're here investing your time to learn about something that can truly change the way you use social media. So welcome to our session, an overview of earnings and strategies. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered how creators, businesses, or even everyday Facebook users are actually turning their posts and videos into income? Maybe you've seen others doing it and thought, that looks amazing, or I want to do something like that, but where would I even start? So you're definitely not alone. Many people are curious about monetization, but the rules, the requirements, and strategies can feel a bit overwhelming. And that is if you're figuring it out on your own. So yeah, just a quick fun survey here. Who among of you here doesn't want or is not interested in getting monetized on Facebook? I mean, who's not? Every one of us wants to be monetized, right? So, if you put your mind to it, you'll have it. The thing is, a lot of people overthink, overanalyze, and wait for everything to be perfect before they move. But while they're still planning, someone with half the talent, half the luck, and half the intelligence is already making moves because they're faster, bolder, and figuring it out along the way. So just remember this. This is one of my favorite quotes. Just move. You'll figure everything in the doing, not in the thinking. So let's manifest this in 2025. You can type income in the chat if you want to be monetized this year. Let's put that energy out there together and let's just manifest to be monetized on Facebook. Because today, here's what we're going to cover in this session. We're going to talk about a clear breakdown of how Facebook monetization really works, the main ways creators are earning today, and practical strategies you can start applying right away to grow and monetize your content. And of course, if something sparks a question, pop it into the chat anytime, and we'll also leave some time for the Q&A at the end of the session. All right, so let's start with one of the biggest updates you need to know about Facebook. It's the Facebook content monetization. Meta recently merged all of its major monetization programs in stream ads, ads on Reels, and the performance bonus into a single program now called Facebook Content Monetization, or FCM. Does this sound familiar, or is this your first time hearing about it? Here's what this means. If you were earning through any of the older programs, those legacy earnings officially ended last August 31, 2025. And a couple of keynotes to keep in mind, the Facebook content monetization still uses the same performance-based payout, so you're rewarded based on how your content performs. And right now, Facebook content monetization is invite only. But Meta plans to open it up more broadly this year, this 2025. And if you're wondering whether you already have access, you can check your page professional dashboard or your account's professional dashboard. Honestly, a lot of people don't even realize the professional dashboard exists, but it's where everything important lives, your insights, monetization, and eligibility. If you haven't looked at it yet, you might be leaving money on the table. So yeah, let's talk about advantages of Facebook content monetization, because one of the biggest things about this new setup is that it's one program, but it covers more content formats. With Facebook content monetization, you can now earn not just from Reels, but also from longer videos, photo posts, stories, and even text posts, all under a unified monetization track. And that's a big deal because each type of content had its own rules and programs. Now, Meta has made it much easier because whatever type of content you're good at creating, there's a way to monetize it. So whether you're someone who posts quick reels every day, or you prefer putting out long form videos, or even just text updates, these programs gives you flexibility to grow your earnings without being limited to just one format. So basically, every piece of content you share can now potentially contribute to your revenue stream. And here's the good news. Nothing scary has changed about how you get paid. Meta is still using the same performance-based payout system. In other words, if your content gets views, if your content gets engagement and keeps people watching, you are rewarded. It's just as simple as that. But the cool part, the payout applies across more formats. So it applies reels, stories, longer videos, and even text posts. The opportunity is bigger than before. Facebook didn't rewrite the rule book. They just gave you a bigger playing field. So if you've been creating engaging content, you're already halfway there. And by the way, who here is already earning from Facebook right now? You could probably share some tips for us in the chat. You can drop a quick yes and share your experience. I want to see who's already testing the waters and who's just getting ready to dive in. And yeah, don't be shy. This isn't a test. Whether you're already earning or just curious, you're in the right place. And by the end of this session, you'll know exactly how to step into this if you haven't started it yet. Now, let's talk about something that a lot of creators care about. It's control. Once you're enrolled in Facebook content monetization, you're not just blindly letting ads run with whatever Facebook wants, right? You actually have the ability to manage ad placements on your videos and reels. For example, you can turn off ads completely for all videos or all reels if you feel it doesn't fit your content. You can even turn them off for specific videos or specific reels. But for the specific reels, this feature is still rolling out and it's on the way. And you've got ad block list, meaning if there are certain brands or if there are certain categories you don't want showing up with your content, you can control that. And this is really powerful, especially if you're building a brand that's all about trust and reputation. Because the last thing you want is post a meaningful video and then suddenly an unrelated or awkward ad pops up next to it. So this gives you the flexibility to say, yes, I'll monetize this one, or no, not this one. It's better ad free. Now, of course, the part everyone wants to, or the part everyone always asks, how do I actually qualify for monetization? Facebook doesn't just let anyone jump in. You need to meet certain requirements. And honestly, this is a good thing because it means the platform is rewarding serious creators, not spammy accounts. Now, I'll walk you through the specific eligibility requirements in a moment, but here's the big picture. You need to follow Facebook partner monetization policies. So think of it as making sure your content is original, compliant, and not violating any community standards. You'll also need to hit a few engagement threshold like followers, watch hours, or content consistency. And of course, you must be in a country where monetization is available. So let's break it down. So we have here eligibility and compliance. So let's break it down because this is where most creators either pass or fail when it comes to monetization. First, you have to comply with Meta's partner monetization policies and content monetization policies. In simple terms, this means two things: who can earn, and second, what content can earn. For who can earn, this is based on your page, on your location, and on your behavior. And for what content can earn, meaning your posts need to follow Facebook content rules. Second, your content has to be original and brand safe. That means no re-uploading others people's content, no recycled clips, and no spammy clickbait type post. Facebook wants authentic, high quality content that advertisers actually want to be associated with. And finally, availability can vary depending on your region and language. For example, some countries have full access while others are still rolling out. All right, so once you've got the basic of compliance, And yeah, so we've got the basic of compliance down. Now, the next big question, how do you actually know if you're eligible? The good news is Facebook makes this pretty simple. All you have to do is check your professional dashboard. And here's how. On your Facebook app or desktop, you can go to your menu and you'll see an option called professional dashboard. Hold on, let me show you if I can show you a real example. Give me just one sec. Okay. Not sure if you can see it here. Is it visible?
It's actually
It,
getting blurred. Probably you can share it later. You can
how
share
about
the
this
link.
one?
All right, there.
Yeah. So there on your menu, there's a professional dashboard. So yeah, you can go to that and yeah, just tap professional dashboard there. And inside you'll find a breakdown of your page stats, things like followers, reach, and engagement. And right under tools, you'll see a section for monetization. That's where you'll know if you're eligible, pending, or not qualified yet. Think of this as your control center. If your page is eligible, you'll see options to unlock monetization features right away. If not, Facebook will usually show you what's missing so you know what to do next. Or you know what to do next, or you know what to work on next. So, yeah. Has anyone here already checking their professional dashboard? All right, so let's move on into one of the most exciting parts. We will talk about content formats that are eligible for monetization. So we have here reels and videos. It's still the powerhouse of Facebook right now. If you think about it, this is where the most attention is and where Meta is really rewarding creators. And the best part, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. The types of videos that perform well are often simple, short, and packed with value. Think about educational how-tos. Show your audience how to do something step by step. Or listicles, cryptics like 5 ways to boost your energy or 3 mistakes to avoid in your surveys or something. Or you could do something like interviews, conversation, add credibility and engagement. And of course, you can try episodic interviews or episodic series. Creating content with continuity keeps people coming back for more. Now, if you're still there wondering, but what if I'm not a big influencer? You don't have to be. With consistency and the right content format, even small pages can see traction. And again, just move. We'll figure everything out in the doing, not in the thinking. And of course, all of this has to remain public and compliant with policy. But once you get that down, reels and videos are one of the fastest way to start building revenue on Facebook. Now about content, because at the end of the day, monetization doesn't happen without content that actually works on Facebook. The good news under the new system, a lot more formats are eligible, like what we talked about in the previous slides. It's not just reels or long videos anymore. You can earn from photos, carousel, before and after projects, infographics, and even text posts. Take a look at these examples. On the left, we have Austin. You've got a fun, creative post that immediately makes people want to comment or try it themselves. And in the middle, you see a photo transformation of our very own CEO, super engaging because people love that before and after storytelling. And on the right, something as simple as a quote can still go viral if it resonates with the audience. So think about your own page for a second. What kind of content do you already share that could fit into these buckets? Photos? Is it photos? Is it tips or maybe even infographics? But always remember, all content must be public and policy compliant. So no private posts and make sure it aligns with Facebook standards. Now let's move on to something super simple but often overlooked. We have text post. Did you know that even short or public text updates can earn under Facebook content monetization? It's not just all about flashy videos or designs. So we can think of things like quick insights or one liners that spark thought. or prompts that get people talking in the comments, or even community updates like milestones or events or quick wins. On the left, you see a simple one liner: marketing is the greatest skill you can learn in business. It's short, it's bold, and super shareable. On the right, there's a storytelling post, longer format, but still very engaging because it gives real value and people want to react, comment, and share. And the key here, all content must be public again and policy compliant. Private posts won't count toward monetization. Now, finally, let's talk about numbers because I know that's what many of you are curious about. So, on average, creators can earn around $10,000 per million views. Now, of course, that number can vary depending on your niche, your audience location, and the type of content, but it gives us a ballpark figure. But it's not just about views, engagement really matters. On average, you'll need at least a 75% engagement rate. That means likes, comments, shares, and people interacting with your content to really see consistent earnings. And finally, audience retention. If people only watch the first few seconds and scroll away, it hurts your monetization. And the sweet spot, keeping at least 30% of your audience watching all the way through, that's a strong indicator to Meta that your content is worth pushing and paying for. So in short, views brings you in the game, but engagement and retention are what keeps you winning. Now, how payout works. Okay, so we've talked about how much you can potentially earn, but how do payout actually work? Because it's one thing to see big numbers online, but it's another to know when and how that money actually hits your account, right? So in this section, I'll walk you through how Meta calculates your earnings, what the payout timeline looks like, and the exact steps to make sure you're set up to actually receive your money. So if you've ever wondered, when do I get paid? Is it automatic? Do I need to set something up? This next part is for you. So let's break it down. Okay, let's break it down what really influences how and when you get paid. First, we have the payout model. It's still performance based. That means your earnings are tied directly to how well your content performs, just like the older programs. So more reach plus more engagement equals more potential earnings. And then second, you must set up your payout account in your business or professional tools because without that, no money will flow to you. And few important notes you don't want to miss. Meta only processes payouts once you hit the minimum payout threshold, and that varies depending on your payment method and your region. And if you're asking what is the minimum payout threshold, don't worry, we'll get there. And if you don't set up your payout account within 6 months, Meta considers those earnings forfeited. So, in other words, you waive your rights to that money. And if you're part of a bonus program, you'll need to have your payout account set up before the bonus period ends, or you risk losing that income. So, bottom line, don't just focus on creating content, make sure your payout account is active and connected. It's like doing all the work, then forgetting to cash your paycheck if you skip this step. So yeah, you need to that up before start, or you can start creating content and then make sure you set up your account as well. And then let's talk about the timeline for payouts. When will you be paid? Facebook releases payouts around the 21st of every month for earnings made in the previous month. So for example, if you earned in September, you'll get the payout by 21st of October. And here's how the minimum balance works. If you're in the United States, you only need a minimum balance of $5 in your account. It's super simple. And if you're outside the United States, it depends on the payout method. So for wire transfer, it requires at least $100. And other payout methods like PayPal only requires $25. So the formula would be add your payout account, hit the minimum balance, and expect your monthly payout. And just a tip, don't wait until the last minute to connect your payout account. Do it early so you don't miss a cycle. Otherwise, your money will just be sitting there waiting. Okay, so how do you actually maximize your revenue? Because yes, Facebook is giving us the tools to earn, but it's what you do with those tools that really makes the difference. Think of it this way: two creators could have the exact same number of followers, but one makes 10 times more money than the other. Why? Because they know how to leverage formats, audience retention, and engagement strategies the right way. So, we have ways to earn outside the Facebook content monetization. Let's say you don't have access to the Facebook content monetization yet. Don't worry, you're not completely locked out of earning. One of the easiest ways to get started right now is through Facebook stars. Does this sound familiar to you guys? Facebook stars, here's how it works. When you go live or post eligible content, your followers can send you stars as a way of supporting you. It's kind of like digital tips. Each star has a cash value. So the more stars you receive, the more money you can cash out. And what do you need to qualify? You need at least 500 followers only for 30 consecutive days. And you need to be, of course, 18 plus and lives in an eligible country. And of course, stay compliant with Facebook policies. And what's good about stars is that it builds a deeper connection with your audience because they're literally supporting you directly. And if you go live often, this can stack up pretty quickly as well. The second way to start earning, or the second way you can start earning even without the Facebook content monetization access yet, is through Facebook subscriptions. This feature lets you or lets your biggest fans support you on a recurring basis, usually through a small monthly fee. And in return, you can give them access to perks like exclusive content, shout outs, or behind the scenes updates. Now, what does it take to qualify? You'll need to be a page admin with at least 10,000 followers or have 250 plus returning viewers. And you also need to meet certain engagement or watch time thresholds. And just like with stars, you need to follow Meta's policy and live in an eligible region. The beauty of subscription is that it's predictable recurring revenue. Instead of relying only on ad payouts, you're building a loyal community that supports you every single month. So imagine this, even if you just have 100 of your funds subscribe at a $5 a month, that's an extra $500 in steady income. And as your audience grows, so does the baseline. And finally, let's talk about brand deals. This is a big one. This is where a lot of creators start to see serious income. With brand content tools, you can tag your partner directly in a post so that it's transparent and compliant. That way, your audience know it's a paid collaboration and the brand gets visibility through your content. And the cool part, the money doesn't come from Facebook. It comes directly from the brand deal itself. So if a local business, a clothing brand, or even a software company wants to tap into your audience, you can negotiate rates and get paid for showcasing them in your content. And brands don't always look for the biggest creators. They look for creators with an engaged community. Even if you only have 5,000 or 10,000 followers, if your audience trusts you, brands see value in that. All right, let's zoom out for a moment. Yeah, let's zoom out for a moment and look at the bigger picture of Facebook monetization. First, Facebook has 1.9 billion monthly active users. That's nearly a quarter of the world's population logging in every month. The sheer size of this audience is why monetization here is such a big opportunity. Second, we've got 53 million daily video views. And remember, video is king right now. The more people scroll and watch, the more ad space Facebook has. And the more creators like you can earn. And third, lastly, $10 million in average earnings per month. This is the amount that is being paid across creators. That's real money already flowing into the ecosystem. And the only question is, how do we position ourselves to grab a slice of it? So if you've been wondering, is Facebook still worth it? Of course it is. The numbers speaks for themselves. It's not just worth it. It's a massive opportunity if you know how to play the game. And again, just move, we will figure everything in the doing, not in the thinking. Now, what can you do today? So we've talked about the updates, the earnings potential, and the different ways to monetize. But what can you do today to get started? First, check your professional dashboard. See if you already have access to Facebook content monetization or if you qualify for stars, subscriptions, or branded content. Second, start posting consistently, even if you don't have monetization unlocked yet. Building your engagement now will set you up for when it does. And then third, focus on one format you can commit to, whether it's reels, it's photo carousels, or text posts. Consistency beats doing everything at once. And here's a challenge for you. Before this week ends, take one step. Maybe it's creating a reel, maybe it's testing a new content style, or maybe it's just exploring your dashboard. But do one thing that moves you closer to monetizing on Facebook. Just move, do something, you'll figure everything out. And of course, here's something you can do to literally express your interest in Facebook content monetization. Meta is currently sending out invitations to 1 million creators, and more will continue to roll out in the coming months. So, how to express your interest? You can go to your Facebook professional dashboard, find the monetization tab, click on the content monetization to see if you're eligible or to fill out the form. And if you want to take the shortcut, you can go directly to this link. I think we can share it as well in the chat. Give me one sec. All right, and let me share back my screen. So yeah, you can go to that link and yeah, this is your way of raising your hand to Meta and saying, hey, I'm ready to monetize my content. Because the sooner you express interest, the sooner you might get invited to the program. All right. And yeah, awesome. So let's do a quick recap before we wrap this part up. So we started with the big change from Meta, merging all the older programs into one Facebook content monetization. We covered the advantages, more format to earn from, familiar payouts model, and ad controls. And we walked through eligibility requirements and how to check your status in the professional dashboard. We also explored the different content types that qualify from photos, carousel, and text posts to reels and longer videos. And we also looked at average earnings, payouts, and factors that influence your revenue. Finally, we talk about ways to start earning now, even if you don't have Facebook content monetization access yet, like stars, subscriptions, and brand partnership. So the big takeaway is this. Meta is making it easier and clearer to monetize, but the key is staying consistent with your content and making sure you're set up to take advantage of the opportunities available. So yeah, I'll give the turn to you guys. If you have any question, feel free to drop them in the chat. And after our Q&A, we'll hand it over to Aways for a quick Syllabi demo. He'll show you exactly how to use Syllabi to find winning topics, auto-generate scripts and captions, create assets, and export them to Facebook in just a few minutes. Yeah, so do you have any questions, Jao?
Okay. So one of the questions that we have here, by the way, thank you so much, Rhea, for your intensive presentation. Guys, I will be sharing her presentation through email once we also share the recording to you guys. So watch out for it. Whether you have dropped off from the call or you have not attended or you have attended though, we'll be sharing the recording for those who are asking, and we will also be sharing the document that she just shared with you. All right, one of the first questions we have here in the Q&A section is, any quick tips to improve our chances of getting invited through the link that you have just shared, Rhea?
Yes. Yeah. Any quick tips? I'd say you can start posting original content consistently. Consistently. So consistency, basically. Avoid repost or engagement bait. Grow returning viewers and watch time, and keep a clean policy record.
Yeah, and Valencia is asking for the link again, so probably you can send the link again
Okay.
through the chat for those who
Yeah.
weren't able to get it. Thank you very much, Rhea.
I'm resending it in the chat. I also sent it to Valencia. Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So we have another question here on monetization. Mine shows two button if interested or learn more. What would be your question, you Daisy? And is it okay if we use AI twin or AI content? Definitely. It's completely fine to use AI content. Of course, most of the time, what we do suggest is that you guys um basically inform the public that your content is AI, just like in YouTube. That way, people are aware that you're using AI content, but it's completely fine. And that's where Syllabi comes in, actually. That's where Syllabi can help you. And basically, later, Awais will be able to share with you a quick demo for those who don't really use Syllabi here or who's new to Syllabi on how Syllabi can help you with your content creation, especially for Facebook. We do have several users who have monetized already in Facebook using AI content, using Syllabi. We'll be sharing with you our Syllabi Facebook group as well, where you can also get tons of tips and strategies and suggestions from the community and even from Austin, our CEO himself, who's very active in our group. That way you can find ways to be able to help yourself monetize as well and get tips from these people. Any other questions aside from that? Anything you'd want to add to that, Rhea?
I think, Joe, maybe there's a
Yeah.
question about the Syllabi affiliate program. Do you want to cover that or you want to cover it at the end of the call?
Yeah, sure. Rhea, I think one of the best people to answer that is Rhea and Don with affiliate marketing that we have.
Yes, of course. For the Syllabi affiliate, we can send you the link for that. Once you signed up, once people signed into your referral link, you'll get 30% commission, and that's lifetime. So yeah, that's another way to earn. So when you're posting as well your videos, for example, if it's created from Syllabi, you can add the link when you're posting it on Facebook. So your followers, your viewers can click on that link, and when they subscribe, you'll get 30% commission from it. Thank you.
And just an add-on to that, you don't really need to be a Syllabi user in order to be a affiliate marketer for Syllabi. So, but then again, we always suggest, of course, that you try out Syllabi as well so that you know how you can get to, you know how to, give demos to people who'd actually be using Syllabi. Any more questions with regards to Facebook that we can help you out with? Or you can actually share your Facebook pages. That way we can also help you out. And what other tips that we can give you? Can we use FB page instead of using personal FB page for monetization? Awais, would you want to take that for FB monetization? pages. I think pages are actually one of those that can be monetized, Rhea.
Yes, that's correct, Joe. You can use a professional, I mean, a Facebook page or your personal Facebook account.
Yeah.
Ready. Anything you'd want to add, Awais?
No, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. So should we share
Well,
Facebook link? If you want to share your Facebook link, that would also be great because of course we have a ton of people with us right now. Anyone who would want to look into your page and we could actually share some tips as well, it would be also great. Okay, does completing the weekly progress work in Facebook help build your page? Of course, this is a guide in Facebook. So the reasons that these weekly progress are there is for you to be able to make sure that you are consistent. That's one of the things that Rhea did mention, consistent in what you're doing. And this greatly helps in monetization. It all comes back to your consistency. So we suggest that you actually follow that. All right. Thank you for sharing all your Facebook. Guys, share your Facebook links here. That way everybody can follow. We'll also follow you guys. And at the same time, we'll be sharing our Facebook group here. You can also share it there. And we also have our Discord channel where you can actually share your links, your videos. Let's help each other. The purpose of all these webinars and these groups are for us to be able to help all the users, especially those who use Syllabi, to be able to, yeah, reach that monetization stage and to be able to help with impressions and to support each other, whether it's getting strategies, tips, or just views, giving views. So any if we don't have any questions, just please drop your links if you're still continuing to send the links. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. Please follow each other. It will be a great help for everyone. So since we don't have any other questions, always would you mind start giving out the demo? We have something really cool that we just released in Syllabi, and I think this would greatly help with a lot of you in your content creation.
Absolutely. Yeah, but definitely. All right. So guys, a lot of things that we have gone through, and it's not just Facebook, but based on all the other platforms that how the specific algorithm works, um, the way you're gonna post your content and the frequency, and of course, on top of that, the consistency. So the way we design the syllabi, it basically allows you to create content, but not just content, mass content. So, with few clicks, you should be able to create whole month of content. And I'm not talking about the creation only. I'm also talking about the scheduling and automatic publication. So that's actually a true essence of automation, where you can literally create your content and then you can automate it, and it will automatically go to all these social media channels, whether it's YouTube, it's Facebook, Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn, um, you name it, and we have it. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly show you guys some cool features that we have, and I'll be happy to take any questions if you guys have. Okay. So this is our dashboard, and you can clearly see that we have faceless videos. We have B-roll videos. You can convert a product URL into a video by extracting the images, writing a script with the help of AI, and a social media publish ready video within few clicks that you can, about a product. And then bulk creation and scheduling, the one that I was referring to. And the most latest feature that we have rolled out is text to scene, which is powered by VO3. So the models that Google VO3 rolled out, we basically introduce those within the syllabi. So you should be able to create a 8-second video, um, with or without voice, whatever that model allows. You should be able to create that video within the syllabi, and you should be able to publish that video from syllabi to just one or multiple social media channels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just quickly gonna give you guys a very high level walkthrough that how this whole flow works. So starting with the training ideas, I think this is one of a very biggest challenge that people usually face, identifying which niche you should go into and around what topics you should be creating video about. What Syllabi helps you do is to identify that what people are actually searching online at the moment. So for example, if I go here, if I pick YouTube, so for example, I'm gonna do like mental health, right? So I'm gonna hit discover ideas. So now what Syllabi does is it basically tells me that on YouTube, these are the questions and keywords people are searching right now. So 1.49 million people basically searching how to identify signs of mental health issues. So this is, like a very initial kickstart that you will not be creating videos, about random topics or the topics that you're not confirmed about, that whether it's gonna get searched or whether it's gonna get me those desired views that I'm looking for. So what we really help you is to find a trending topic or question that you can create your video around. It's not necessary that you have to go with how to identify sign of mental health issues, but you can just early signs of mental health issues in late 50s, or who is impacting with the mental health issues and all that. So AI would be able to create scripts around it. So that's the very first step, and it's not just YouTube. We have trends, Instagram, Twitter, uh, now X, and the Pinterest, Bing, and TikTok, of course. So this is the power that you have, that you can literally pinpoint the topics that are trending. Millions of people are searching for those trending topics and questions, and we literally just give it to you, on your right in front of you, that you can simply go ahead and you can create your video from here. So let's just do it. So I'm gonna pick this guy, the first topic, and this is our flagship feature, the faceless video, where you literally don't have to show your face at all. You can pick any image style from here, cinematic realism, comic book, retro, crime, cyberpunk, dark fantasy. We have like, I think, more than 40 styles here if you want to see. So you can pick any of these, and all the images will gonna follow the similar pattern. Now, when you come on this screen, you can select the language, pick up a subtitle style, you can pick up a voice, and you can also clone your own voice too, you know? So, and then the aspect ratio, your length of the video, how long you want your video, a minute, that's probably going to be short. And if you want to go for a long form video, then you can select the time range. And then the other feature is the character consistency that we have. So each style has its own characters, if you've noticed. So you can pick any style. So think about it. You are creating, a series of videos, like, right? People like to hear about stories. So you can pick any character and you can build a storyline around it. And in all the videos, the character will gonna remain the same. How cool is that? So people will be able to connect, and the possibility that they're returning to your channel again and again to watch the first part, second part, third part, fourth part, the probability is too high. So this is something that you can literally achieve within the syllabi. So these are, we we are not charging you any extra for this one. These are all the syllabi own characters, so you should be able to use these in your videos. Similarly, going forward, we have the advanced options. You can, play around with the subtitle position. So for example, right now it's in the bottom. If I want to go in the middle, it should be seen here. If I want to put it on top, it's right here on the top, right? And the subtitle color, subtitle animation, background music. So if you have your own custom-made background music, you should be able to add that. Sound effects, animation effects, like for example, if I want to do with this one, I usually like this one. So, I should be able to see a preview here. Maybe I try with the rain one. I don't know why it's not coming up. I probably need to check this one. And then you can also control the image transition, what type of image transition you want. If first image is on the screen and the way the second image appears on the screen, so you should be able to take care of that. If you want to if you are creating videos about your brand, you will be able to upload a logo as well, and you will be able to position it on the screen. You will be able to control the visibility of the logo or the watermark. So that way, you can basically create these videos that has your branding on it. Now, this is a very straightforward workflow for the faceless video creation. Now, let's talk about the mass creation or the true essence of the social media content automation. So what we have is the bulk scheduler. Why we call it bulk scheduler? So you should be able to create those videos and you should be able to schedule those videos. So let me tell you how does that work. So all you need to do is to give us a custom topic, right? Or you just need to pick any suggested topic from it. If you want to create a video about magic legends, war stories, scary legends, Bible stories, invention facts, mythical legends, space history, dark history, you can just pick any topic from here, right? So for example, I'm gonna go with like, the mental health one, the one that we track. All right. So I'm gonna come with this topic. Now I can select all my social media accounts from here that I've connected with Syllabi. I could own multiple YouTube channels. I could own, multiple Facebook pages, profiles, because with Syllabi, I should be able to connect your Facebook pages only, because this is one of the restrictions from Meta, and then your TikTok, your Threads, and your Instagram accounts. Now, once you connect your social media account here, I could opt for auto generation of captions and tags, so you don't have to think about it. We will be able to provide you the SEO optimized hashtags and title and the description. You can also add some comments or links if you want that to be part of all the videos. Now here, what our power users are doing, they are creating these bulk videos within Celebi, and they are basically adding their affiliate link here. So think about it. Every day, 3 videos going out to the thousands of users. And the chances that people will gonna click on that link and they want it to become part of Celebi. So that's how they're gonna earn their reward if somebody sign up with us by using their link. So we also, allow our users to have this capability. Now, moving forward, this is where we allow you to control, okay, so for how long you want your scheduler to be run. If you want to do it like for max 30 days, you want to do it for 23 days, you want to do it for 12 days, or you want to do it just for 3 days. So let's just say I'm going to do it for 3 days. And I want to post 5 videos a day, right? Or maybe 2 videos, or maybe 3 videos. So let's say I want to do 2 videos per day. It's going to show me that what when the first video will gonna go out, so it's gonna be like 9 a.m. and the other one is gonna be out at 9 p.m. Now, what I'm telling the system here is that I want you to create the scheduler, which will run for 3 consecutive days, right? And I want you to post 2 videos, one 9 a.m. in the morning, and then 9 p.m. in the night. Now, so here in the summary, you can see that there are total 6 videos, right? And you know, I actually eliminated that whole hassle and whole manual effort that I need to go to my, multiple social media channels, and I have to, schedule and publish everything over there, because it's not like that you're gonna post all those 50 videos at once, because that's not how the algorithm works. It needs to be consistent. It because you need to tell the algorithm that okay, you are a content creator and you are creating these videos for a specific niche. So, the algorithm for every social media platform will start gonna learn your content, and then it's gonna push your content to that specific audience. So that's where we help you to manage all this thing. So let's just go ahead and click next. Now on the next step, the flow like I show you guys before, it's gonna be the same, right? This is my topic, which is mental health right here. You can see. And what it's telling me is to generate the videos. Now it says 6 videos, 2 videos per day. So I'm gonna hit generate script. So I will get 6 scripts, and it will gonna follow this video length. So I'm gonna get 6 scripts that has a length range of maybe from 3 to 5 minutes. I'm assuming it's gonna be like 3.5 minute, or maybe 4 minute, 4.5 minute, but that's going to be the range. Now it allows me to create a bulk script with the help of AI. If you have your own custom script, because most of the users, they have, those well-trained custom GPTs. So if you have those, scripts already written, we we also got you covered. So you will be able to upload a CSV file and boom, you are all set. All you need to do is to decide that for how long you want that scheduler to be run and how many videos you want to go out on daily basis. Now, as you can see, my scripts are ready. The silent epidemic, how social media is shaping our mental health. See, my keyword is there. So it's basically creating all these scripts around those SEO optimized or, the question which is being searched on YouTube for 1.49 million times. So you see that how quickly we are getting there to create mass content, which is specifically targeting for that particular term that people are searching online. Now all I need to do is I can run just a quick check. This is for 12th September. I could go for the next day, and I will still see my script for the two videos, and I will be able to go through. You see, mental health. These keywords are there, and the video too, it's gonna have the same thing, mental health, digital detox. Wow, that's actually like a very trending topic these days. So you can also see that the length of the video, it's here, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. And it also shows me that how many credits you were gonna spend on that. Now, all I need to do is to just click this generate video button and boom. So what Celebrate gonna do is it's gonna create 6 videos, and then once those videos are created, we're gonna put those on the calendar. Let me show you. So this is our calendar that basically allows you to um, see everything like what's gonna happen. So you should be able to see all your videos here, planned out on the calendar. If you wanted to change your schedule frequency, you should be able to by simply, doing drag and drop. I won't be able to do with this one because this is already published, backdated. But if you have a video schedule on the calendar, you just simply, drag and drop, just like Google Calendar. You don't have to learn anything from the scratch in order to run this. This is, that simple. So you just simply drag and drop it onto another date, and we will gonna take care of that. So this is how you can create a whole month content with just few clicks. So that's that's the whole point of being consistent and targeting specific niche, and that's where it leads you towards the success. Now, one feature that I want to talk about, which is text to scene powered by VO3 and VO3 Fast. Um, okay, let's just go straight to that. Okay, so you can give it title here, video title. So let's say I'm gonna call it like okay, um, Bigfoot vlogging, right? So a uh, Bigfoot hanging out with Yeti and other friends in the jungle on the cycle, right? All right. Now here it tells me that the my prompt length is not good, right? Because I'm gonna spend like 88 credits on that, and the video duration is gonna be 8 seconds. What we like to do is to enhance this prompt with AI. So what we do is we basically take the initial idea and then we run it through the LLM and we find like, fine tune your whole script. We add all the, minimum, all those details that will, let you create a very appealing video. So in a lush, vibrant jungle, a group of mythical creature gathers for a fun, unusual outing up at the center of the scene, imposing Bigfoot with its shaggy brown fur. See, these are the details that I didn't mention, but now Syllabi Prompt Enhancer basically take care of that. And I can select a model, you know, based on so VO3 fast, VO3 quality, and then I can also select the style, right? So let's go with the hyperrealism. I want that to be super realistic. And once I click on it, it's going to generate that video. And below, you got some, inspirations that are being generated on Syllabi. So you should be able to see that how far you can stretch this thing. And the baby videos are super um, in trend right now. The animal podcasts and interviews. This is again so in these days. So you can actually create all these videos. All you need to do is just to like come up with a very raw idea, and then we will gonna take care from that. So I'm gonna hit generate, and it's probably gonna take a while, but yeah, we just rolled it out. This feature is now live in Celebi. You will be able to, you don't have to like pay for that whole hefty subscription fee for Google VO3 directly. You can come to the Celebi, and you should be able to, get access to these super cool video generation models, and you should be able to create all these videos. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions, Jao? Yeah, I can answer.
All right, thank you so much, Awais. I think one of the questions here, I think it was from Celeste. She was asking if you could explain the credit system within Syllabi again.
Oh, sure, why not? Let's do that. If I could open this one. Okay, probably. All right. So what we are seeing here is I have 4,350 credits, and we have so for each faceless video you create on Celebi, not not the VO3 one, but the faceless video, we charge you 13 credits. So it's up to you. I think I could click on that. Oh yeah. So faceless video, 13 credits per minute. Idea discovery on the very first step where when I go to the trending topics. So when you enter a one keyword and you hit the search, we're gonna charge you 15 credits for that. And in the return, you will be getting 10 trending topics with the search volume, the trending score, and everything. And apart from that, other content, image generation, and thumbnail. So we charge you one credit for 1 minute script generation. And for thumbnail generation, we charge you one credit for 3 thumbnails. If you guys haven't checked it out, you guys should give it a try. We have thumbnail generation as well right here. So you create a video, you're in the syllabi, you can create all these cool, let's do that.
So I think
Okay.
Celeste has a follow-up question. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Celeste. Anyway, how many credits do you get with a subscription, please? So I think we do have different plans or subscriptions. Always, could you show them, please? Thank
Yeah,
you.
I can absolutely do that. So with Syllabi, we have different plans. And the basic plan is $25, and you'll get 500 credits with that. And to get 1,000 credits, you should be able to spend $49. Similarly, we have a standard, which is the most popular one among all the users because it gives you, a lot of power to create the content in bulk, and of course get that one scheduled as well. 1,500 credits for $74 and 2,000 credits for $98. Now our premium plan is $149 a month, and you'll get 5,000 credits per month. If you want to go with annual, then of course you should be able to get some discount, 15% on all the plans. So with each plan, we have different capabilities. Like for example, the basic one only comes with 20 posts, and you can schedule for up to 2 weeks. So, the bulk scheduler that I was showing to you guys on the premium plan, I could actually go, like for a month whole. But with the basic, you should be able to limit with 2 weeks. And with the standard, you should be able to limit with 4 weeks. And premium, that's unlimited. So you can basically create as many posts as you want.
Yep. And for everyone who's new to Syllabi or is planning to get a subscription or a plan, I think Ray has posted a promo code that you can use. So that's 27% off any of the plans that we have. So that's a very big discount. So take advantage of that if you wish to. Yes, we do have a trial period. I think it's 7 days, right? Always, please correct me if I'm
That's
wrong,
right. Yeah,
for you to try it
7 days.
out.
Absolutely.
If you do want to check it out first or learn more about it, we have shared with you the demo link You can book a demo, one-on-one demo, and it's either Dawn or Rhea who's going to be giving you that demo. So please feel free to book that demo for you to find out more about syllabi if you want to have a better decision in whether you'd want to go for it or not. The demo would be your best option. So I think right now Oasis is showing you an output of one of our TTV or text to scene generated videos.
Yeah, that's the one. I can, download the video, and if I want to publish, I should be able to publish on my social.
Yes, you can publish it directly, guys, to any of your social media accounts. Just an
Yeah,
FYI, though, this is just a short video. I think it's 8 seconds. Is that right,
8 seconds.
always?
That's right. 8 seconds. Yes,
Yes, and does this new feature come with voicing? Yes, it does. I just don't think
it
that you
does.
can
Yeah,
hear what was played.
yeah, it has a
But
voice.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does. It does. Alrighty. So I think we've covered everything we needed to cover for today. So thank you everyone for your time. It was really great having all of you here. I hope we were able yeah, okay. Can we play the video one more time? One of our
Absolutely.
attendees
Yeah,
just
I
before
just
we
found it.
wrap up. Um
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't hear the sound, but this is the output of the prompt that was generated earlier for the text to scene. But well, I hope this entices you to try syllabi as well, and would entice you to be able to help, or rather, we would be able to help you with your content creation in Facebook. But anyway, if you have more questions, join the groups that we have shared with you and for Discord and in our Facebook group. So you can get more tips and strategies from that group. We have tons of users and content creators who are more than willing to help everyone. We're also there a ways. I don't even our developers are there. Um, I would also want to introduce you. He just came in late, but I would like to introduce you one of our senior product designers, Sharif. He's also with us here. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in our Facebook group or Discord. We'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. At the same time, yes, we are going to be sharing the recording through email. After this webinar, we usually send it out 2 to 3 days after, and we also post it in our YouTube channel. So again, thank you so much, everyone. It was really great having you all here. We'll see you next week for our other webinar. Mainly, we're going to be focusing on Instagram monetization. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Waze and Don and Sharif for joining us as well. Bye.
So,
Bye, everyone. Thank you.